Okay, allow me to share to you my virtual classroom applying microlearning. So take note, I will be sharing to you three things for my MTech class in the classroom. So first is microlearning in terms of lesson content. And second is micro learning for assessment and class activities, and micro learning for feedbacking. Micro learning for lesson content, again, based on the CG from the Department of Education, they were able to give 9 topics to an MTech class, and we sorted only 6 topics, but in a modular format. That's where we're able to use micro learning, but without compromising any of the topics mentioned in the core syllabus. Meaning to say, all topics that was stated in the curriculum guide from DepEd are still pattern to what we have prepared in a modular way for MTech this semester. For you to really visualize what am I talking about, allow me to share to you my virtual classroom in empowerment technology. This is an this is one way of giving you a visualization or insights on how I applied microlearning in the classroom. For example, in the homepage of my virtual classroom, you're able to see my learning plan. And if you click on that learning plan, there you can see uh, a contextualized learning plan. The from the content standard, performance standard, and most essential learning competencies. Still, the topics that was being mentioned by the being mentioned in the CG from DepEd are also incorporated here in a modular format. But more specifically, it's more concise in terms of performance standards. Meaning to say, the way I prepared my performance task, for example, is scaffold and it's micro-learn. For example, let's start with micro-learning for assessment and class activities. Now, there are actually different type of assessment, may it be a summative or a formative assessment. So I want you to take a look on how we prepared our module. So this is our module. I mean, this is our virtual classroom, and these are our modules 1 to 6. And we just combined applied productivity tools and collaborative development. It should actually, in the curriculum guide from DepEd, there are actually these 2 topics are a separate topic, but it's since it's still aligned to each other, we're able to make it in a one module. Same is true to safety, security, and ethics and online research. So going back to microlearning in terms of assessment and class activities, I will be using my module 2. Now, as you can see here, the way we applied microlearning, for example, collaborative development topic. Instead of putting a lot of text about what is email, what is cloud computing, we incorporate picture or thumbnail in the classroom. According to Sir Dave a while ago, the way you put or integrate micro learning in the classroom, it's not just limited only to the text. You can also make use of infographic. You can also make use of pictures, perhaps thumbnails, which is also good because per discussion to Sir Dave, it really needs to have your classroom should be also engaging to the user or to the student. For example, for my students to learn about email communication in collaborative development topic, they need to click this thumbnail. So I have an instruction, click this icon to learn from this topic, and then we'll be able to know about email. Now there is a question. Do you want to start at the last page you saw, for example? And if not, you click yes. Then Micro-learning for assessment. Balik ta. We'll get back. If you wish to know more about this one, right? If you wish to know more about this one, you'll be able to learn what is email. You could either be watch a video about email, or you can actually read text on email, for example. Right? So that's how we okay. Next is, and if not, to click yes. Now, the way we put micro-learning for assessment on class activities, for example, you will be asking, what is email? So select all that applies. So students are able to either select what is the best option to this question. For example, if this question, the answer are these three options, so they'll able to submit, right? The way we apply micro-learning here is to directly state what is the question and submit, for example.